Good morning. Please stand and join in the singing of our national anthem, and please remain standing for an honor song by David Pangawish, who is Ojibwa from the Sagamok First Nation, and he is Bear Clan. Thank you, David Pangawish. Please take your seats. On behalf of George Brown College, I would like to welcome you all, graduates, family, and friends, to George Brown College's Convocation ceremonies for the class of 2019. My name is Corey Ross, and I am the Vice President Academic. It is my pleasure to serve as your Masters of Ceremonies this morning. Together, we have gathered to recognize your academic achievements. You've worked very hard to get here. I extend warm congratulations to you on this very special day. We acknowledge that our convocation ceremony today is taking place on the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and other Indigenous peoples who have lived on this land over time. I would like to introduce the members of our platform party. I will ask them to stand and remain standing if able as they are introduced. Please hold your applause until the end of the introductions. It is my pleasure to introduce Noella Milne, newly appointed as the second Chancellor of George Brown College. From George Brown College, Ann Sato, President. Laurie Cranston, Dean, Center for Health Sciences and the Center for Community Services and Early Childhood. Rick Hybricks, Vice President, Strategy and Innovation and representing the Office of the Registrar. Bearing the mace this morning is Beadle Evie Jessen, a professor in the School of Dental Health and a graduate from the School of Dental Health class of 1983. From the George Brown College Student Association, Manisha Punjabi. I would also like to acknowledge one of our counselors for Indigenous students at George Brown College, Bob White Duck Crawford. Bob is a citizen from the Algonquin Nation and belongs to the Turtle Clan. Our keynote speaker this morning is Marcel Lozier, who will be introduced later in the ceremony. And finally, the staff and faculty of the Center for Health Sciences and the Center for Community Services and Early Childhood at George Brown College. Please join me in acknowledging your platform party. Please take your seats. This morning, we are recognizing graduates from the School of Dental Health in the Center for Health Sciences and from the School of Early Childhood in the Center for Community Services and Early Childhood. Our interpreters this morning are Tara Everett and Catherine Bizan, and our real-time captioner is Jem Humany. I now invite Chancellor Noella Milne to address the graduating class. Madam Chancellor.
Good morning, class of 2019. It's my pleasure to join your family, friends, and the George Brown community in celebrating your achievement today. Although I just became Chancellor this spring, I've been involved with George Brown for more than 15 years as a member of the Board of Governors and the Foundation Board. What struck me immediately the first time I walked into George Brown, and what strikes me again now as I look around this auditorium today, is the diversity of the student body and how it truly reflects our wonderful city. We have students from 120 countries. George Brown is a veritable United Nations. This diversity, sadly, isn't seen in all industries or all parts of the city. Bay Street, where my law firm is located, is still a work in progress when it comes to diverse representation, but I believe that change is coming. And you can be part of that change by bringing your own unique backgrounds, ideas, and experiences to your industries, and by not allowing yourself to be limited by other people's expectations or assumptions. I'd like to share a little bit of my personal history, as I hope it'll resonate with many graduates and families in the audience today. I came to Canada alone at the age of 17 as a young immigrant from India looking for new opportunities. At first, I only intended to stay for a short time, make some money, and return home. But I fell in love with this beautiful country and decided to stay. I worked during the day as a secretary and attended classes at night to earn a college diploma, and then a university degree until I eventually landed in law school. My mother was adamant that all of her 7 children get a post-secondary education, especially her girls. Since then, I've seen the many ways that having an education opens doors to opportunity, both professionally and personally. Not only has it allowed me to establish a rewarding career, it has, more importantly for me, also provided me with many tools that enable me to give back to my community. As recent college graduates, you will no doubt be receiving plenty of career advice from your families, friends, mentors, and peers in the days and months ahead. So instead today, I want you to consider how you can take what you've learned at George Brown and use it to make your community stronger and a better place because you are there. This has been more significant and personally rewarding for me than any career achievements have been. Think about how much you've grown and changed during your time at the college, how much you've learned, not only about your area of study, but about yourself as a person and the world around you. How can you apply this knowledge to help others and bring about positive change? Maybe you are the first in your family to obtain a college credential. If so, you might feel there is an even higher onus on you to use what you have achieved to give back to help others. Don't be one of those selfish people that want to shut the door behind them. This world appears to be becoming a meaner place every day. It's up to you to push back on that meanness. You don't have to accept it. Instead, reach back, way back, and help those behind you make it through. It's up to each one of us to find ways to give back, to get involved. For me, this has meant volunteering with a wide range of organizations, from the George Brown College Foundation to the Children's Aid Foundation to UNICEF Canada. My work with these charities has kept me grounded, kept me humble, made me realize how fortunate I am, and spurred me on to want to give more of my time, money, and efforts. The focus away from myself, which was the gift that being involved in community work gave me, made me more sensitive and more humble, traits that sadly lawyers are not known for. I'm also an ardent believer in the power of positive role models and in the value of mentorship. As you begin your career, I encourage you to find a mentor to support and inspire you on your journey. But also look for ways that you can be a mentor to others, perhaps a future George Brown College student in the program you've just completed, or a young person in your community who needs your extra help. There are so many ways to give back, and I know you will find community involvement to be incredibly rewarding. Class of 2019, I am so incredibly proud of you all and what you have accomplished. There is so much potential in this room right now, and I can't wait to see and celebrate when each one of you makes your mark on our community. Best of luck to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor. I will now call upon Dean Laurie Cranston to address the graduating class on behalf of the Center for Health Sciences and the Center for Community Services in Early Childhood and introduce our keynote speaker.
Madam Chancellor, Madam President, members of the Platform Party, graduates, George Brown College faculty and staff, family and friends, good morning. Congratulations, graduates. Today is a celebration. This celebration marks the end of this phase of your journey, and everyone here will have the opportunity to witness you receiving your certificate, diploma, or degree today. However, this day of celebrating your success is really just the tip of the iceberg. Only you and perhaps a few others know what exists in the largest part of the iceberg, the part below the surface that represents your journey through George Brown College and all the hard work, sacrifice, persistence, and resilience that it took to get you here. Be proud of your success, and remember that George Brown College Alumni Relations will be there to assist you in the next step of your journey as your career and life progress. Today, I want to tell you a couple of stories. Together, they reveal some of the great successes of living a life filled with purpose, curiosity, and fun. The first story illustrates how important a positive attitude can be for your own well-being, as well as how it can positively impact others. Years ago, I read a story in A Second Helping of Chicken Soup for the Soul. The story, written by Dr. Charles Garfield, told of a toll booth clerk on the Golden Gate Bridge. In a job that would seem monotonous, this toll booth clerk, who wanted to be a dancer one day, practiced his dancing in his toll booth while serving drivers as they passed through. When one driver asked him, "Why is this job different for you than the other toll booth clerks whom seemed so bored in their jobs?" This toll booth clerk responded like this: "I have a corner office with glass on all sides, a view of the Golden Gate Bridge, and interactions with tens of thousands of motorists every day, including the hundreds of Canadians who were there last night to cheer on the Raptors to victory." Every day, you have an opportunity to choose your attitude. Choose wisely. The next story is about Danielle, highlights how determination, resilience, and passion can guide you in achieving your goals. Danielle came into the practical nursing program at George Brown College with a desire to follow in her mother's footsteps and become a nurse. Although her mom had discouraged her from going into nursing, Danielle's passion brought her to George Brown College. Danielle struggled with attention deficit disorder and other learning disabilities, so she registered with Accessible Learning Services and accepted all the supports they were able to offer her, including reduced course load, use of the test center, and note-taking. In the first half of Danielle's third semester, her mom was diagnosed with lung cancer that had already spread to her brain. Danielle's training to date allowed the family to fulfill her mom's dream to die at home. Danielle's mom told the palliative care doctor that she wanted to stay alive until Danielle got married, but Danielle was not even engaged. So her boyfriend said, "Let's speed this up so your mom can have her wish." They were married at home 4 weeks later, and her mom passed away 2 days after that. Danielle came back to school to finish her program with the support of her family and teachers. Danielle told me that the faculty at George Brown College were so amazing and the services so awesome that she could not have graduated without them. As Danielle walks across the stage this afternoon, she is a registered practical nurse, knowing that she will be compassionate, communicative, and supportive of her patients, her peers, and her family. As you move into the next phase of your journey, I am sure that you realize that there is no more a core curriculum. The paths you choose are electives, filled with possibility and uncertain results. As you leave George Brown with your credential, remember that you can Google for an answer, you can Google for a mate, and you can Google for a career. But you can't Google to find what's in your heart. Your education, a positive attitude, and a passion for giving back to your community can serve as your compass. Let them be your guide, and be bold. As James Barrie, author of Peter Pan, once wrote, "Those who bring sunshine to the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves." It is now my pleasure to introduce Marcel Lauzière, is the president and CEO of Lawson Foundation, a national family foundation dedicated to promoting the healthy development of children and youth. Mr. Lauzière's career has focused on 3 interrelated areas: social research, as founding executive director of the Canadian Federation for the Humanities and Social Sciences and special advisor to the president of Social Sciences and Human Research Council; social policy, as president of the Canadian Council on Social Development and deputy chief executive, New Zealand Ministry of Social Development; and Philanthropy and Social Finance as CEO of Imagine Canada and CEO of the Lawson Foundation. In his roles, he has worked and continues to work to strengthen public policy nationally. Mr. Lauziere is an active volunteer and has sat on many boards, including the International Council on Social Welfare, the Statistics Canada Advisory Committee on Social Conditions, the Accounting Standards Oversight Council, and the Public Policy Forum. He is current chair of the board of the YMCA Canada. For his outstanding contribution to philanthropy, Ms. Lauziere was awarded with the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal in 2012 and the Governor-General's Meritorious Service Cross in 2016. Marcel holds a master's degree in Canadian social history from the University of Ottawa. Please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker.
Madam Chancellor, Madam President, members of the Platform Party, graduates, George Brown faculty and staff, family and friends, good morning, bonjour. It really is my pleasure to be invited here today to receive an honorary degree from George Brown College. I feel extremely privileged. You know, we live in a fast-changing world, one with multiple challenges and opportunities. Many of the trends that we are currently facing have the potential to significantly transform our world, positively or negatively, in the coming years and decades. These include the fast pace of technological change, leading to a hyper-connected world, and one in which artificial intelligence will be ever present with its positive and negative impacts. An aging society where by 2030 we will make up seniors will make up 23% of the Canadian population, up from 15% in 2014. Growing income inequality and high levels of poverty. As an example, UNICEF Canada tells us that Canada ranks only 25 out of 45 rich countries in terms of child well-being. We can do better. Declining trust of Canadians in many of our institutions, including governments, the courts, the media, and even the healthcare and education systems. We see increased polarization, something that we think about a lot when we hear about the US, but something that may well happen in Canada if we're not careful. And surely, the most crucial of them all, climate change, because it threatens not only our planet, but will affect all of the trends that I have just mentioned. And these trends are all interconnected, and they will affect directly or indirectly our lives and our jobs and your jobs. I know that this may sound like doom and gloom, but it doesn't necessarily need to be the case. We can either see these trends as insurmountable challenges and throw up our hands in the air in despair, or see them, or at least some of them, as opportunities to take action and build solidarity in our society as we define solutions and new innovative approaches to our challenges. This is the context in which you are beginning your careers or continuing in them because you have decided to return to school to deepen your knowledge and your skills, whether in early childhood education or in the oral health profession. This complex world can appear daunting and scary, for sure, but it can also be exciting and full of potential and new opportunities. Think, for example, of the way that we can now communicate with people around the world and how we can connect with communities in ways that we could not even have imagined just a few years ago. Think of climate change and the way social media is allowing youth from around the world to connect, to mobilize, and to take action. One way or another, working with young children or with oral health clients, we will be transformed. And that means that you will need to be continuously learning, that you will be in a state of continuous discovery. Gone are the days of static jobs and responsibilities of same old, same old. The education and the training you have received here at George Brown College has prepared you for this. That training will put you in the driver's seat. Whatever you decide to do, you will be the authors of your own individual career paths. That doesn't mean that it'll come easily. Let's not kid ourselves. What lays ahead will require hard work and determination. But you have always known that. That determination is clearly what you are made of. Otherwise, you would not be sitting here today. I think back on many of the challenges and opportunities that my generation faced. I, for one, have loved what I've been able to do and contribute throughout my career, and I still love it. But in comparison to today and what you face and to what is coming, our world, while challenging, was a much more static and predictable place than it is today. Rapid change, and remember the trends that I just described, is invading our workplaces and our lives like never before. And that will affect how you work with young children and how you serve and support your clients, young and old. For those of you moving into early childhood education, what huge responsibilities you have, and what wonderful opportunities as well to prepare our youngest children, the future of this country, for this new complex and fast-changing world. An interesting article in Forbes magazine on artificial intelligence that I was reading the other day outlined key attributes needed to function well in a very different, ever-changing world. They include creativity, imagination, empathy, critical thinking, and communication. And these are all things that young children will be much more easily developed through high-quality early childhood education. ECE is more important than it has ever been. For those of you becoming healthcare practitioners or continuing in the field of oral health with additional skills and training, think of the rapid technological change that is happening in our health sector. Electronic health records, new technologies of all kinds, new ways of tracking care, innovative approaches to individualized care, and so much more, so much more. My wife works in the healthcare sector, and she speaks to me constantly about the potential of new technologies to change practice for the better. And it's exciting to see oral health becoming increasingly central to wellness of Canadians and to healthcare generally. This is about a much more holistic approach that is also about addressing social inequities and creating better overall health for all Canadians. But when I think about some of the more negative trends, for example, income inequality, poverty, polarization that are leaving so many Canadians behind, I'm reminded of the important role that you all have to play to improve outcomes for Canadians. I think of how all children, but particular kids from disadvantaged backgrounds, need access to high-quality early childhood education more than ever before. As a society, we need to recognize that increased investment is necessary, and it's worth it. Canadian economists have calculated the cost-benefit ratio to be between $2 and $7 for every dollar spent by government on early childhood education. Now, that's a great return on investment. And we know that access to good oral health for kids living in poverty in particular, but also for an increasing number of seniors, access is a real problem. It is just not seen as a priority. However, all of you can be, if you want to be, advocates for change, advocates for better investment, advocates for services for those who need them most. You have credibility, you are professionals, and people will trust you, and that means a lot. We all have a responsibility to give back to our community based on our abilities, on our knowledge, and on our expertise. So today you are celebrating your graduation, and as a result, you are either entering into a new profession or continuing in one with additional skills and training. And you will all, I believe, have a stronger resolve to serve and contribute to society and the economy. All of you have worked extremely hard to get here. You should be very proud. I would suggest now that you also think of your own community and all those people, your family, your friends, your colleagues who helped you get here today. They richly deserve your recognition. Now enjoy and celebrate. Merci et félicitations.
Thank you, Mr. Lozier. I would now like to ask President Ann Sato to come to the podium to say a few words about this year's recipient of an Honorary Honors Bachelor of Early Childhood Leadership.
Thank you, Mr. Lozier, not only for that encouraging address, but also for your long history of supporting early childhood development. Your extensive professional accomplishments, as well as your ongoing support of George Brown, have inspired us to present you with an Honorary Honors Bachelor of Early Childhood Leadership. Through your work with the Lawson Foundation, you've supported the success of our School of Early Childhood, providing highly rewarding internship opportunities and enabling our students and faculty to present their research at the Lawson Symposium. You inspire our students to become leaders in a sector that helps create positive outcomes for families and communities. We're proud to call you a George Brown graduate, and I'm delighted to congratulate you on your honorary degree. I would like to call on Chancellor Noella Milne, Dean Laurie Cranston, and Marcel Lauzière to please step forward so we can present the honorary credential. It's my pleasure to confer an honorary honors Bachelor of Early Childhood Leadership to Mr. Marcel Lauzière.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for this morning, Dimitra Larekos, is graduating from the Denturism program in the School of Dental Health. Dimitra, will you please address the graduating class of 2019?
Before I begin my speech, I just have one very important thing to say to all of you. Okay, now I can get started. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, members of the Platform Party, graduates, George Brown College, faculty, staff, family, and friends. I am honored to be representing graduates from the School of Early Childhood and School of Dental Health at George Brown College. Fellow graduates, today I will be talking to you about something near and dear to my heart, the art of giving. Pablo Picasso once said, "The purpose of life is to find your gift, and the meaning of life is to give it away." It is with this quote I wish to frame your thinking with how you choose to live your lives and how to become an artist. From a young age, I have always wanted to be an artist. In my preschool class, I was notorious for hogging the art easel and proudly proclaiming to the rest of my class that when I grow up, I'm going to be an artist. This love for art has always been a huge part of my life. Throughout my life, I have maintained this desire to be an artist, and I am proud to say that I have stayed true to my 3-year-old self. I have learned about myself and the world around me through this passion. The lessons I have learned have not just stemmed from my own creative experimentation, but by learning from the journeys of others, such as Impressionist artists Monet, Van Gogh, as well as Dali, Bacon, Warhol, and Picasso. Art for most of the world's history was based in realism. The art world was shaken up when a new development was introduced, film photography. Artists began to question, what is my purpose if this camera can do what I can do in an instant? But with this challenge came a movement, Impressionism. This changed appreciation of the purpose of art sparked new creative ways to paint. Within my own life, I have also gone through my own Impressionist-like movement in which my appreciation and ideas about art have been challenged and changed. I have had similar questions about my own career path as advances in technology alter my perception of how we serve the world. It then dawned on me one day as I was waiting for a train, as I watched people pass me by. I saw a daughter give a goodbye hug to her elderly father, and I admired their embrace, the sincerity in each other's eyes, and how time had seemed to stop as crowds bustled by. I thought to myself, that is art in its truest form. There is no deeper meaning or purer expression than the human connection. There is no greater artistic medium than an embrace, a smile, or the minute expressions on someone's face. This renewed appreciation of art began to challenge my previous definition of what it meant to be an artist. It is not limited to expressing abstract concepts or feelings on a canvas, working tirelessly to render a moment in time on paper, or design a piece to provoke others. Art is so much more, and as I watched these two individuals interact before my eyes, I knew that these two were artists, and that myself and everyone around me was as well. Art is about sincerity, the human condition, and empathy. The utmost important component of being an artist is being empathetic. We are not expected to understand each person's viewpoint completely, but it is vital that you open your mind to explore these viewpoints. The most wonderful thing about empathy is that it not only enriches the person's life that you are empathizing with, but it greatly enriches your own. By opening your mind to different values, viewpoints, and stories, you'll develop a global approach to the art of giving in which no borders can limit you. Empathy is what allows each of us to grow, form deeper understandings, and moves our world forward in a positive direction. Art is about authentic human connections and how they permit us to better understand how to serve others in an open, honest, and kind way. As I mentioned at the start of the speech, the purpose of life is to find your gift, and the meaning of life is to give it away. The most artistic thing you can do in this world is leave your sincerely unique mark by giving your passion and devotion to whatever you do and to whoever you meet. Being an artist does not require you to own a paintbrush. It requires you to think deeply, appreciate the world and those around you, and to wholeheartedly give your gifts away. To the George Brown College graduating class of 2019, you have developed this skill set and have acquired the intangible tools in which you can provide your gift. The only thing you need to do is be sincere, devoted, and have each individual's best interest at heart, and you will succeed. You will undoubtedly do well, regardless of the circumstance or industry change, if you give others the best service you possibly can with benevolent intention and empathy. Success means being an artist in your own way every single day. Art is sincerity. Art is the human condition. Art is empathy. Realize your potential as an artist and master the art of giving. To live authentically is to live artistically. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Demetra. We have now reached the formal part of our ceremony where we award the credentials, the diplomas, certificates, and degrees, and these become official documents of the college. I invite Chancellor Noelle Emile to come forward. Would the candidates please stand? Candidates? Madam Chancellor, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates assembled here today have qualified in all respects for their credentials by successfully completing curricula offered by the Center for Health Sciences and the Center for Community Services and Early Childhood at George Brown College. Faculty members have recommended that they be awarded their credentials in recognition of their academic accomplishments.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of George Brown College, I do hereby confer on you your respective diplomas, certificates, and degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the candidates not present, I request that you confer their credentials in absentia.
I so do.
Please take your seats. During the next part of the ceremony, we will be presenting the candidates individually to Chancellor Noella Milne and President Ann Sado. To show our respect for each candidate, we ask that you remain in your seats until the last candidate has received their credential. Guests, we ask that you become courteous when you hear your graduate's name. Please be respectful with your applauses so that all names can be heard. Candidates, as you make your way across the stage, please follow the printed footsteps on the floor. Upon receiving your credential, we ask that you return to your seats to show our respect for each candidate and enjoy the rest of the convocation program. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, I wish to present the candidates from the Center for Health Sciences and the Center for Community Services and Early Childhood so that you may confer their credentials. I will ask our announcer, Aldrin Bundock, to come to the podium now. Aldrin is a graduate of the George Brown Theatre School.
Madam Chancellor, Madam President, I present to you the graduates from the Center for Health Sciences, School of Dental Health. From the Dental Technology Program, Michelle Batris. Jillian Davey. Darren DeLos Santos. Shaquila Irfani. Justin Estrada. Allison Fox. Antoine Garabet. Kellen Gang with honors. Richard Lai with honors. Melissa Lingat. Natasha Lo Cicero with honors. Gloria Nguyen. Hien Tai Tu Nguyen. Caitlin O'Brien with honors. Benjamin Palagian with honors. So Yun Park with honors. Brian P. Stanesic with honors. Kevin Tablizo. Kirke Timosk. Carlos Vega Troches. Yiran Zhang. Thank you. From the Denturism program, Camila Durr with honors. Emmanuel Dilla. Neela Farid. Georgina Genitzelis with honors. Caitlin Zheng with honors. Francesca Gerardo with honors and Dean's Medal. Stepan Holovchak with honors. Amy Hua with honors. Vadim Ignatov. Marin Kalieb. Sahar Khalili. Michael Kobir Zijecki with honors. Alexandra Cantos with honors and Dean's Medal. Tiana Lalonde with honors. Dimitra Lyrikos with honors. Truck Nguyen with honors. Ivan Padilla with honors. Anne Mariel Salaveria with honors. Alexia Tartaro with honors. Hannah Yoon with honors. Thank you. From the Dental Assisting Program, Levels 1 and 2, Ayman Abdu. Sarah Abu Hamid. Jocelyn Acosta. Darren Adonis. Sayema Ahmed. Noemi Alava. Sabrina Alfaro. Sarah Alpai. Camille Ambejia. Nisha Amlani. Arun Vignesh. Talar Armin. Kristen Artega. Sahar Azimi. Elizabeth Belina Morales. Manpreet Banate. Carmina Batara. Melik Belli. David Benitez. Nanui Barhani. Rhea Buenaventura. V. Bui. Rosalind Kabeling. Shania Cabaroy. Nicole Calderon. Charlotte Cassim. Melissa Kinanea. Hong Chui. Sandra Curlin. Mary Debisai. Ranbel de los Santos. Olivia D. Domizio. Laura Elia. Sheena Felicen. Chloe Ford. Molly Giannoni. Nebiet Hagos. Hunaina Hamdi. Kaylee Hine. Sarah Imam. Sally Jubran. Fariha Kaleem. Parth Katiraya. Fraconde Kagani. Ying Liu. Zara Limitap. Victoria Mancini. Miriam Manco. Joyce Manlapas. Cheryl Marimum. Vicara Mech. Chantel Medeiros. Ankush Mod. Amy Moore. Callista Morgado. Samantha Morgan Spencer. Sharbanu Najifi. Eko Nanyong. Parwana Niazi. Michelle Nemi with Dean's Medal. T. Katie Nguyen. Fanny Patel. Luis Perez. Lasika Perkins. Melena Powell. Michelle Quabble. Tamina Horeshi. Julie Raguini. Vinu Kartika Ravichandran. Megan Reyes. Jenny Rios Herrera. Brianna Roy. Amanda Roseman. Injot Sahota. Husna Shafiq. Jessica Silva Munoz. Annika Singh. Molly Slater. Navjot Swaran. Alicia Sweet. Bettina Tabangin. Alessandra Tomini. Vaidehi Truvedi. Aster Sige. Kimberly Valera. Bianca White. Ari Sarah Yabut. Yi Cheng Yan. Ani Yeghiazarian. Gloria Young. Rebecca Yogeswaran. Anab Yusuf. Tasia Zatanga. Yuling Zhu. Thank you. From the Dental Hygiene program. Abigail Erica Abergas. Samia Al-Kanati. Mina Al-Masraf. Mireille Ayoub. Joycey Balachandran. Patricia Barrientos. Almira Baile. Ashley Berkovich. Alyssa Jasmine Budge. Fatumata Kamara. Carly Chapman. Xuanying Chen. Ching Yi Chun. Anna De La Cruz. Cheryl Esser. Fapida. Eden Gabretancia. Sydney Goldstein. Rukin Gozgos. Courtney Hildebrandt. Chelsea Inez. Sean Iog. Shriza Jagobin. Anahita Kamali Zarchi. Isabel Gao. Priya Career. Alina Kasiyanchuk. Shannon Kellawin. Sabrina Lee. Carolyn Dayan Lesmes Concepcion. Natasha Martire. Tadashi Nagao. Victoria Nguyen. Maybelline Nolasco. Tenzin Needon. Rosaria Peñatoni. Stephanie Ramos. Samantha Ripert. Trisha Rosales. Mary Luz Rosero Sanchez. Mojan Safai. Lisa Salim. Roxanne Santos. Gulan Shakrola. Carolina Smotter. Fiona So. Julia Soriano. Tiffany Tao. Priyanka Thakur. Ariana Toledanes. Kayleen Tolentino. Huang Benjamin Tran. Morgan Tucker. Jin Chong Joan Wong. Sean Walsh. James Wong. Jenny Wu. Zhong Jia Xia. Nikita Yadav, with Dean's Medal. Faiza Zahid. Xiao Ling Cherry Zhang. Thank you. And from the Restorative Dental Hygiene Program, Shauna Amezquita with honors. Natalie Marilyn Chiafalo. Benson Darsono with honors. Brittany Dobson with honors. Naziera Dorani with honors. Taylor Gibson with honors. Christina Ivanis with honors. Brooklyn McGregor with honors. Irene Michael with honors. Andrea Naismith with honors and Dean's Medal. Zuhal Tayeb with honors. Nicole Tomasov with honors. Thank you. Madam Chancellor, Madam President, I present to you the graduates from the Center for Community Services and Early Childhood, School of Early Childhood. From the Early Childhood Assistant Program, Marcel Abe. Labanya Barua. Nivasini Paskar. Thank you. From the Early Childhood Education Program, Ruba Abdul Rahim. Segin Abraha, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Asigal Aksoy. Nazeen Akhtar with honors. Lamar Al Khatib with honors. Tamara Alkis with honors. Ana Carolina Almeida Pontelli, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Sophia Aloia with honors. Claudia Alvarez with honors. Isabel Maria Alvarez. Francilia Ampioco with honors. Selena Ancona. Nicole Anden. Jessica Anderson with honors. Anna Antonyuk. Niha Akil. Simone Erencibia with honors. Zulekha Asmal. Yulia Astafieva. Sana Aziz. Harim Bey with honors. Sana Bakaria. Atifa Baksh. Violet Balix. Kauser Banu. Virginia Barbudo with honors. Tajera Barnes. Nikisha Barnett with honors. Krizia Barameda. Maria Cristina Parado Barrios, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Gwen Beal with honors and Dean's Medal. Alyssa Beach. Savannah Bevilacqua. Namdul Bahwa. Serena Bianco with honors. Grace Boache. Amal Brari with honors. Alexandra Bruel. Sabrina Bruno with honors. Michelle Bunce. Deepika Burma with honors. Jessica Butler. Katrina Kakaninden. Hawa Kamara. Rivier Chan. Irini Chandra. Sandeep Chandy. Luma Chaves with honors. P. Yin Chang, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Kathirjini Chitarandran. Puriam Choi with honors. Tashana Christie. Angela Colonna. Wen Jing Chui. Brittany Cundliff. Lena Agnes DaCosta. Badria Dahir. Decca Dahir. Nicole De Freitas Granchan. Liana Lika Desir. Jennifer Denham with honors. Nicole Diaz. Ziying Dong. Samantha Doucette. Vanessa Duru with honors. Natalie Edwards. Bara Mohammed Elmi. Justin Quinn Estalila, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Siobhan Evans. Shamsa Farouk with honors. Amina Fasiodin. Sanjida Fardusi with honors. Cassandra Fitzgibbon. Jacob Fluelling with honors. Miriam Faruzan Far with honors. Portia Fox with honors. Sara Franke. Crisel Gandoza. Aleli Gasparillo with honors. Asmate Gebretinsai, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Camille Giffen, also a graduate from the Social Service Worker Program. Marina Gilio. Rita Giri. Melissa Gomez Paulo. Paige Griffith. Dana B. Gully. Catherine Haddad. Sayeda Hayder. Tigist Hale Haile, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Sonia Hamu. Eftihia Haralabidu. Cassidy Hardwick with honors. Mitali Hasna. Jia Ying He with honors. Nyung Ho. Du Huang with honors and also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Min Ji Hong. Hiroka Honjo. Yin Hu with honors. Shu Luona Hu. Yang Hu with honors. Jessica Huang. Faith Hung. Tran Nguyen Thuy Hun. Kay Hislop with honors. Yu Sun Im with honors. Senthuri Indrasithu. Cheyenne Ingram. Javon Jeremiah. Jennifer Jusen. Kira George Henriquez. Do Young Jung with honors. Freddie Kabongo with honors. Sachi Kajita. Rajini Kaneswaran, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Tamara Kashpar. Zara Kazimi with honors. Tasneem Kirai with honors. Ki Zung Kim with honors. Yeon Hee Kim with honors. Sunita Korala, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Ma Cresta Labalan. Dui Hua Jenny Lam. Samantha Lam. Stephanie Laritza. Boram Lee. Da Som Lee. Hyun Jung Lee. Nayoung Yi with honors. Hwan Hee Lee with honors. Yejin Lee with honors. Tammy Leung. Adriel Levy. Tenzin Lamo. Jia Ying Lee with honors. Suk Ying Hilda Lee, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program with honors. Jordan Lightman. Juna Liu with honors. Lu Yu Liu with honors. Vanessa Liu with honors. Xiao Ting Long, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program with honors. Elizabeth Lewis with honors. Bao Lin Luong. Philwin Man He Ma. Melissa McIntyre. Sadia Manan. Reshmabin Maredia with honors. Michael Martins Bonner. Michelle Macelis with honors. Pedro Mateus. Jessica McCabe. Morgan McLeod. Megan McLeod with honors. Jennifer McMartin with honors. Shaman Medizadeh, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Hyun Bin Min. Robin Miss Campbell. Eri Miyoshi with honors. Nori Mizukami. Shanaz Mohammed Zadeh Yakchi with honors. Sadea Mohammed. Bibi Mohammed Bikas with honors. Danielle Monferro. Sandra Moreno with honors and Dean's Medal. Laura Mora with honors. Jamie Morell. Caitlin Mossop. Stembiso Mufumisi with honors. Rainia Muthra. Asmahan Nasir with honors. Haley Nelson with honors. Frank Nguyen, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Ivy Han Nguyen with honors. T. Tu Nguyen with honors. T. Van Tao Nguyen. Tu Fong Nguyen. Nguyen Vu Te. Ioni Nashida Otaki with honors. Sierra Nixon. Komaldeep Noorpuri. Miriam Nosratabadi. Jennifer O'Neill Wog with honors. Odette Orak, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program with honors. Omal Osman. Dorothy Owusu. Jennifer Owusu. Ozge Osgur with honors. Renee Marie Pasis. Priyanka Pahari. Francis Payano Joseph. Rayanera Palabe. Krishi Pangilinan with honors. E. Yun Park with honors and Dean's Medal. Sue Yun Park. Pauline Partington with honors. Tanya Parveen with honors. Althea Pereira. Tanya Marie Prasad with honors. Nyuk Tu An Pham. T Dai Trang Pham. Natalia Garces. Isa Pina Escalante. Edith Pinter Chateau with honors. De Silva Tarangani, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Caitlin Pryor with honors. Ing Ki. Yemi Kiada Lopez. Peyton Racine. Mosina Raman with honors. Elena Rampersad. Raima Raufi. Natalie Ray. Ian Reed. Sophie Reed. Daria Retina. Seonju Ri with honors. Seong Hyun Ri. Claudia Rodriguez. Tanu Rolan with honors. Eliana Romero Capera with honors. Olivia Rosati with honors. Jorna Rosario with honors. Denise Samuel Davis with honors. Tashanda Samuels. Mabi Sanchez with honors. Soleil Saraiva. Amja Salaya. Sohil Shanjida, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program. Majlin Sheikha. Swojina Shrestha with honors. Jayashri Sayam Sundar with honors. Gurjinder Sidhu with honors and Dean's Medal. Soren Sidial Whitney. Taranga Silva with honors. Leah Silvestre with honors. Kurtanjeet Singh. Nicole Smith with honors. Bridget Strimis McKay. Ray Alexander Suiko with honors. Sayeda Sultana with honors. Kaori Tabata with honors. Rina Takizawa with honors. Saki Tanifuji with honors. Grita Tarani with honors. Marissa Texera Orsino with honors. T. Set Ka Tak. Sabitra Tapa. Jia Ching Tian. Sabrina Turiram. An Ni Tran. Min Hong Han Tran. Chuyen Tan Tran. Lily True with honors. Ivan Trinier. Tui V. Trong, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program with honors. Ruby Ann Tabali with honors. Vanessa Turley, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program with honors. Pankaja Udavant with honors. Megumi Uehara with honors. Liliane Uwababevi. Christine Valad with honors. Victoria Ventulo with honors. Alejandra Vergara. Micah Vicente with honors. Diana Ventimila with honors. Helen Vuong with honors. Paulina Wei with honors. Michelle Waldman, also a graduate from the Early Childhood Assistant Program with honors. Pin Jen Wang. Monique Weathley with honors. Sydney Wilson with honors. Yue Shu. Katomi Yagi with honors. Minako Yamane with honors. Ji Yang. Dasom Yoon with honors. Maya Yoshime with honors. Ching Cheng Yu. Yifan Zhang. Xu Xin Zhao. Li Qi Zhu with honors. Thank you. And from the Honors Bachelor of Early Childhood Leadership Program, Zara Abdul Ghaffari. Rabia Afzal. Eun Jin Chang. Shelby Cooper. Varushka Coronel with honors and Dean's Medal. Joanne Dionisio. Sonam Dolkar. Chelsea Edra. Giselle Gracci. Sarah Kelly. Kamika Kirby Chang. Nithusha Kugathasan. Alexandra Lewis. Samantha Louis. Sophie Martin. Fatima Hafsa Faumi with Dean's Medal. Amanda Mock. Ying Shin New. Nisi Kasi Prasida. Sarah Riley. Shabnam Rohian. Nicole Santos. Jessica Tarano. Violet Walcott. and Rhiannon Wood. Thank you.
I now invite President Ann Sato to address the graduating class. Madam President.
Good morning, everyone, and a personal congratulations to the class of 2019. I know you can applaud one more time. It's my honor to join your families, friends, and faculty in celebrating your achievements today. Throughout your time at George Brown, you've worked tremendously hard to expand your knowledge, develop new skills, and build a strong foundation for career success. Today, we recognize everything that you've accomplished so far, and we look ahead to what comes next. This is a time of great change, both for you and for the world of work. Technological advances are transforming virtually every industry and reshaping how we live, learn, and communicate. Some people are calling this the fourth industrial revolution. While this rapid change can be a source of some uncertainty, it also opens up new opportunities. Never before have innovation and entrepreneurship been so highly prized. At a time when so-called disruptors like Uber and Airbnb reign supreme, the organizations and individuals who rise to the top are those who innovate. As a George Brown graduate, you are no stranger to innovation. Throughout your time with us, you've had many opportunities to step outside your comfort zone and embrace change. Just think of all the new people, ideas, tools, and technologies that you've encountered and all the ways that you've grown as a result. This adaptability is what will allow you to thrive in a changing labor market. Success in the new digital economy is about more than simply knowing how to play the game. It's about finding ways to change the game by bringing your unique perspective and skills to everything that you do. For some of you, this might include starting your own business or inventing a new process or product. Perhaps you've already taken advantage of the many entrepreneurship opportunities available at George Brown through initiatives like Start GBC or Enactus. As a graduate, you'll have access to further entrepreneurial support, including applied research partnerships, industry exchanges, and Start GBC programs for alumni. Of course, innovation isn't just about invention. It's about reinvention. It's about asking yourself, how can I do things better, faster, or more effectively? By taking a proactive approach to problem solving, you'll not only make yourself more desirable to employers, you'll also find that you're more engaged in the work that you do. And that's critical. After all, the average person spends 90,000 hours at work throughout their lifetime. Would you rather spend that time watching the clock or making a real difference in your field? As you look ahead to the future, I hope you'll find inspiration in the success of the many game changers who have graduated from George Brown before you. I'm thinking of people like Kim Stapa-Daly, a graduate of our dental hygiene program. As the founder of 9 Miles of Smiles, she takes an interprofessional team of oral health providers and George Brown students to Jamaica to provide oral health care services to a high-needs population. I take it some of you went on that trip. Clients line up early each day to participate and receive exemplary care from her team. Also making her mark is Bachelor of Early Childhood Leadership graduate Nicola McGuire. During her time at George Brown, she worked on an applied research project exploring the use of tablets for literacy learning among young children. Now she's the director, early years at the Learning Enrichment Foundation, which supports more than 1,700 children every day through its before and after school programming and child care centers. These are just a couple of examples of how other alumni have used their George Brown education to make an impact on their communities. What will your story be? What do you want to be remembered for? When I look back at my own career, my proudest moments were the times I took a risk, whether by making a big change, trying something new, or refusing to go along with the crowd. While things didn't always turn out the way I wanted, I learned as much from the challenges as I did from the victories. As you set off on your professional journey, I encourage you to keep building the network that you've established at George Brown. Stay connected with your classmates, faculty, and staff, and don't be shy to ask for advice or introductions. You never know how these contacts may help you. From time to time, revisit your career goals. Keep challenging yourself and exploring new opportunities. Personally, I started my career in engineering, but I found my calling in education. Be open to the unexpected. And most importantly, never stop learning. Lifelong learning will help you keep your knowledge fresh and your skills sharp. In fact, ongoing learning is just one of the many ways graduates maintain their relationship with George Brown. Once you've established yourself, you may consider joining a program advisory committee, hosting a student for field placement, partnering with us on applied research, or hiring a graduate. In the meantime, I encourage you to take advantage of the many supports available to you at our Alumni Relations Office. Class of 2019, today you join a long legacy of distinguished George Brown alumni. They are Toronto's key business leaders, beloved community workers and nurses, top chefs, renowned performers, crucial city builders, and the list goes on. Each one of you is graduating with the knowledge and skills to become a game changer in your own field. Your graduation today is proof that you have what it takes. So keep exploring, keep learning, and keep challenging yourself. I wish you the best of luck on the journey ahead, and once again, congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you, Madam President. On behalf of the staff and faculty of George Brown College, let me congratulate not only the graduates, but also their families, friends, and guests. Graduates, each of you who are here today has completed a long journey to reach this achievement. You've had the support and encouragement of people close to you, and many of your supporters are here to celebrate with you. This is your opportunity to say thank you to the parent, child, sibling, partner, spouse, or friend who helped make this possible. Please join me in recognizing them now. Graduates, I also invite you to join me in expressing your thanks to your faculty and the staff of your center. I would also like to thank the Office of the Registrar and the Convocation team of staff, students, and volunteers for organizing this convocation. Graduates and guests, we hope you will join us downstairs here in the Sony Center following the ceremony. We ask that you remain in the auditorium until the platform party has left the stage. I now declare these graduation exercises closed.